We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So NC State's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man, it's Anderson. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The Panthers offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down.
He's going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pitt!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing.
Breaks free in the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Reed. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for a second about NC State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They booted away on fourth down. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Wiggles free. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Pitt pushing the pace.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
They're setting up the screen. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Lets it fly. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Panthers are on the move. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Panthers have pushed it inside the 20. Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a
touchdown Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Anderson. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. To the air, it's Bailey. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Reed. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Unleashes one. Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Gets away from one. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Quickly complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of them.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smothers. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unleashes it on the run. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Holstein. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And he loses the football. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Looking to scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got the back in the middle. At midfield, he's got room. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. They're trailing by 10 to ULM. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Rides the back on the option to give. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Holstein. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That
catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The give as they work on that clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, the ground game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. 2nd and goal coming up.
Let's go. Flip.
Might be changing the route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Pitt! Fired in from the red zone for the score. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football, little things.
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat.
Let's go.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. On the ground. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2. And the Panthers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Makes a pass to Marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.